Hi there, welcome to my quick tutorial on how to use Quickmark Manager on Turnitin.com for ease of grading when grading essays on this website. The first thing you're going to need to do to access the Quickmark Manager is log into your Turnitin.com account and then choose any one of your classes that you've created. I'm going to choose my first period. By doing this, it opens up this series of options up here, of which you want to choose libraries. And then you're going to choose Quickmark Manager. There is another way to get to this Quickmark Manager, and that is to open up one of the essays that you're grading, such as this, and then go over to the little wrench, which you'll see if you click on the Quickmark icon down here. Click on the wrench, and this will also pop up the entire window. Alright, back to the other option I was showing you. Here are your already existing Quickmark Manager sets. And this is really nice because if you didn't want to set up your own set, those are already available to you. Personally, I don't like using the previously created sets that come with the website because when I go to grade the essay, such as I showed you over here, I have to toggle between the different sets to find the comment that I want and then drag it over. To me, that's one more step that I don't need to do. So instead, what I have is I've created my own sets. You can see here, House's Remarks. And all I have to do is drag over the ones that I know I typically use. You can either drag and drop it to a certain location, or you can highlight certain parts of the text that you want to associate with that comment, and then click on it, and it'll show right there. So back to how you create your own set. That way you don't have to toggle between all of these different sets when grading. You're going to go over here to this plus button, click it, and I've already created it here, but you'll just type in something like I use the one sample. You could call it your name and what have you. So after you click save, which I've already done, here is the sample. It looks like I've created a couple samples here. Let's use this one. Alright, what I need to do next is I need to add quick marks into this. So I can just choose to type in something that I am assuming quick marks would have. So for example, fragment. Click enter. Oh look, there's fragment. It already has the whole description of what a fragment is. If that is something that I like and I want to add it to my new set that I'm creating, I go to Actions, Add to Set, and then I choose the set that I want to add it to. Now when I head over there, there it is. Another option, if you aren't really sure what's available and you don't want to blindly search, you can individually choose from each already existing set and do the same thing. Let's say you know that your students struggle with comma splices. You're like, oh my gosh, that's a great explanation. I really want to have that in my set. Again, go to Actions, Add to Set, choose the one, and voila, there it is, right here. Now all that's great and dandy. Some people might say, oh gosh, that's a whole lot of setup. I got to go through all of these and find them. But I have to say it's totally worth your time because now, or once all of that is set up, you don't ever have to create quick marks again and you just choose your customizable one. All of these ones with locks also you can't change, which I felt was rather limiting, which is why I like to create my own. But when I created my own, I noticed that some things I wanted to add in that weren't already existing. So you'll see I have this thing called like crutch. I explain it right here and I added my own and then I added it to the set. Now the way you do that is you click on the set you want to add it to, click on the plus button, and this window will then pop up. Give it a title, which is what will show up here, a description, which will show up when the students hover over it, and then click save, and that will add to your set. And so I think that's basically it. Once it's all saved, you go back over here, you choose the one you want, drag it over, drop it in, and the students get your instant feedback. One last thing to share is that if you're grading an essay and you're noticing with that particular assignment that time and time again students are making the same mistake, or time and time again students are successfully doing something that you taught them, you can just click on it somewhere, leave a sample, leave a response of the pattern you're noticing, and you can choose Save as New Quickmark. And this brings you to a shortcut to the place where you would want to send it. So you can give it a new title if you wish, choose which of the existing sets you want to add it to, and then include Save. And you'll see right away it's added in there. Now when I want to delete an existing Quickmark that I no longer want to associate with that set, what I'll do is I'll go to the set I want to delete it from. I'll then click on the one, this is the one that I just created, or actually I think it's one right here or somewhere in here. And you'll go to Actions, Other, Remove from this set. And I wanted to mention that because a lot of people have a hard time finding that. Again, Actions, Other, Remove from this set. Sometimes too, you won't be able to get to what you want over here because something's open. Sometimes I'll be working with teachers and they'll be like, I don't see the others over here. That's because you've chosen the plus sign here and you haven't clicked cancel yet. So click cancel and these options will show up again for actions. If you need further help, I'd like to suggest that you check out the Help Center on Turnitin.com. And from there, type into the search box what you're looking for. So in this case, you could type in how to create a Quickmark set. Choose search, and here's over 200 results of how to do that. Oh look, the first one, create Quickmarks and Quickmark sets. And what it gives you is step-by-step instructions on how to do that in case you wanted to read it instead of watching a video. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any more questions, come and find me.